Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the Cop Abroad. I'm CJ. We got some big breaking news, devastating news from Fabrizio this morning out of the L'Equipe. Hugo Ekitike will be out of the 2026 World Cup the remainder of the season, as sources close to the player say that he has ruptured his Achilles. Timeline 7 to 9 months. Oh, devastating. I can't say that I didn't know. I've watched a lot of sports and I've seen this injury recently happen to a lot of people. And you can always tell because it's the exact same motion. They go to step, they go to run, and they look behind them like they think somebody kicked them, but nobody's behind them. And they actually grab their calf first, because what happens is the Achilles tendon rips and then it goes up into your calf. So you actually see the calf like ripple. So I kind of knew as soon as he went down, non-contact injury, holding his calf, then his Achilles, and how bummed he looked. You could see it on his face and you could tell. I was hoping and praying that it was something else, but in the back of my mind, I kind of always knew. 7 to 9 months is basically into next season. For me, because he's a top performing athlete, I would almost, depending on what's going on with our season next year, I would hold him out the entire season. And I know that's a long time, but it's just such a tough injury to come back from in this sport. You know, I've seen people come back in basketball, certain players in American football, things like that. But I just don't think that the running, the sprint, the instant sprint, the movements are similar. You're also on grass. I wouldn't risk it unless we're fighting on all fronts. We're in a title race. We're in a Champions League battle, something along those lines. I just wouldn't risk it. You know, these players, as much as we love them, they are investments, and we got to invest in his long-term health because we want him for years to come. So that's just my honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But that begs the question, where do we go from here? That just adds to our laundry list of players that we need to bring in at the end of the summer. Obviously, we weren't expecting this to happen, so we thought we were going to have Isak and Ekitike for next season. We're already losing Salah. It's been reported we're losing Chiesa. Probably got to keep Gakpo at this point, unless we can sell him. But then you'd have to replace him. I don't know. It's tough. It's been just a tough season. And yeah, the injuries. I mean, to our new signings, how many? Leone, ACL, Isak, broken leg. Frimpong, hammy's gone every other week. And now Ekitike with this one, Achilles. Those are just the new signings I'm talking about. Then you got, like your likes of like Bradley, Gomez always being injured. It's been a tough season. Where do we go from here, man? We need a lot. Like I said in the last video, or maybe it was 2 videos ago, we're in a transition for sure. And this is just even more so shows that we're in a transition. So I don't expect to be fighting for a title next season at this point. Losing Ekitike, losing Salah, losing Robertson, having to replace. We're going to have to spend another 500 easy. And I just don't think they're going to do that. And are we bringing in a new manager? Slot in, slot out. If we bring in a new manager, is he running a new system? Does he need players for his system? We need depth. We need midfield depth. We need defensive depth. We need goals. We need a lot. We are absolutely in a transition. We are absolutely in a rebuild. And this just adds to it. So sometimes, I don't like to say this because it's crazy to think, but sometimes this forces a hand to go spin, So maybe this shows the board, yo, we got to go spend. And then when Ekitike comes back, we just got this monster squad. Because we've gone out and spent and gotten new players, and then we got a nasty front line. So that's maybe the silver lining and positive thought that you can take from this. But otherwise, I'm just absolutely gutted for him. I want to talk about him a little bit. I think one of the things you always got to be careful with players like this is their mental health. You know, he's a young kid. He's obviously missing the rest of this season. A big one, he's missing the World Cup, which I'm gutted for him. Because he's an integral part of that front line for France, whether he's playing or coming off the bench. So gutted for him for that. And then if he does end up missing all of next season, we're talking about 14 to 16 months no football for him. And the thing is, these athletes don't know much outside of footy, and it can be really mentally draining and more of a mental battle than a physical battle, because physical, you know, he'll be in the gym, he'll be with the boys, he'll be on his rehab, so that'll keep him busy. But it's the mental side. It's the, what do I do? What am I supposed to be doing? What else is there to life outside of footy? And I think, you know, we just got to back him. Got to keep him in good spirits. Always, you know, liking stuff that he posts. You know, making sure that we're still singing his name. Hugo, Hugo, you know, in the crowd. If we see him on the TV, anything like that. Just back the player. But yeah, devastating. Devastating news, guys. I didn't want to wake up to that this morning, even though I kind of knew, but I feel like I should put out a video for it. So, guys, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing. Again, I appreciate everything. Appreciate the community. Again, DM me if you guys want to collab or do anything. Also, let me know in the comments who you think we should get to replace him. Should we bring in another 9? Should we just bring in wingers? Let me know what you guys think. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Should be coming out in the next couple days. The match preview for the Merseyside Derby. I'll see you guys and talk to you guys soon.